Hello, chat. I'm finally here. How are we doing tonight? Welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, thank you for the raid, Declan. I appreciate it. Thank you, Declan, for reading. Thank you guys for popping in. Here, let me switch over to Yap Time so you can. Am I telling them that? Alright, let me group my chat first, Blue Guy. Okay. Everyone here? Thank you. I gotta say, it's insane that it's been a whole year since I started streaming. Like, I know I expressed that in the short, but that is, like, insane that to the day, this is exactly 360, probably 66 days since the last year was a leap year. So, but yeah, it's insane that it's been that long. Give me 1 sec. Thank you. This stream has more false starts and stops than I've ever. 365 because you start after leap day? That's fair. What cookie bear again? Cookie me silly stream? I don't want to silly stream. Okay. Good. But yeah, thank you guys so much. It's so great. So, really quickly, give me 1 second to take care of one small thing. Then I am definitely muted. Am I muted? Thank you, Pyroha. I appreciate that. Let me see, I'm trying to find something real quick and then we can... I'm in the library here, but it's fun while I've been here. I'm glad. Welcome in, Exonic Plays. Welcome in, Pixel. Claire, welcome in. Alright, no, I'm not both muted. That's good. Okay, I'm glad. Hello, Jem. Welcome in. But yeah, genuinely, I'm so very grateful that you guys show up and you guys like come and hang out with me and do all this fun stuff. I really appreciate it, and I don't think I could ever express how much this means to me. So, thank you guys so much. Time to go. Yeah. Welcome in, the cat. So first off, I do have an announcement. So you guys know that I have I've been writing stories and stuff like that, and there's a story I've been writing called To the Stars and Back. Well, I've been working with the resident musician, Blue Guy, to make a song for it, and I really like it, and I'm going to play it for you guys right now. So let me play that real quick. It's really cool. And I'll also show you the picture for on the thingamabopper. If I can locate the actual photo to save my life. I commissioned our resident artist, Claire, to make these, so be sure to say W, Claire. Crap, it's a little big. There we go. Yeah. This is the, clip for this is the, image for the, album, which is currently live on, Spotify, YouTube, and a couple other places, I think. And then here is the cover art for the story whenever I finish it, which should be eventually, but it's like one of those things where it's like eventually, but also, I have stuff to do. I've got a lot of work to do on it, so. But yeah, showing off this. Super cool. Welcome in, Sebastian. Gotta go stream soup. I'll be here for just a minute. Alright, glad to hear it, Sebastian. Took me 3 hours. It looks really good. So yeah, this is what, so the story is, the story's going to end up probably being pretty long, but I'm hopeful that it'll turn out pretty well. Hopefully I can get it published at some point. But I am going to release, the prologue and chapter 1 in like kind of a sneak peek into what I'm doing, but it's also the it's also like not, it's complicated, but it's not like the final version, so it's subject to change, but I'll release a little bit of it next month. So yeah, the story surrounds Prince Elias, who's the pink guy in the photo. And then, and his wife, Rosalie, who's the, woman in the photo. And it's about, like, them moving to Visanthe because he's the prince and, like, learning how to, work through lots of different things. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. The music is really hype. I genuinely love the music. I definitely envision this as being played during a specific scene of the story, which you guys will read eventually. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy like reading the preview when it comes out, like kind of the preview, the sample, like the proof of concept, more or less. Yeah. But yeah. Already read it? Well, I think you read one of the versions, but it's not like the most recent one. It's gonna be a little longer. Someone who read an early draft, I think I know what scene you mean. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Lots of really cute. Also, guys, check out Blue Guy on Spotify. He's really really a hype artist. I really enjoy his music, like just in general. Like 90% of my stream playlist is songs by him. So yeah. But yeah. It's like 2 by Switch. Yeah, 2 by Switch, but yeah. Yeah. I DM'd you my theory? Yeah, I saw it and I replied. You don't understand my pain while making all this. Your pain is very much appreciated. I love the art. We definitely appreciate it. So, we're gonna hide these. And now I want to do something, and I'm going to show off. So you guys saw that the thumbnail for this stream was made by Lacat. I want to show you guys. I want to show off all of the thumbnails. This one was made by Historical Shopping Cart, which is super cool. Maybe just a tad bit bigger. There you go. And I let you guys vote, so I didn't like just choose from, choose my favorite. I should make an image slideshow, Here we go. We're gonna add some files. Then we're going to add another file. Open. We're gonna add another file. Open. Sorry. I just want to kind of show off all of them. So that way y'all can, see. There you go. Okay. Then we just kind of, shrink it just a tad. Yeah. And then we can kill this. There we go. But yeah, this is all the thumbnails that were made for this stream. They're all super cool. Definitely check it out. So I'd love to say, but I have to go. See y'all? Alright, see ya, Sebastian. So here's Cathemations, and then here is Des. What happened to make it? Why is it just... Oh, there's Cart. There's Jack. And there's Lacat. Cathemations. Okay, I think I must have done something. Well, let's see. Yeah, I added Cathemations twice. Okay, there we go. Got it fixed. Woohoo! But yeah, it's super cool. Definitely appreciate it a lot. I personally think it's peak. And I think it's insane that you guys all, chose to do that. And so, thank you guys so much. Yeah, W to everyone. I didn't have enough time to make one. Wait, that's fair. The fact that you guys pulled this off in such a short amount of time, it's insane. I should show off more of my fan art, but maybe if we have time after the Q&A, I will start, showing off everyone's artist peak. Yes, I would agree with that. So, are we ready to do some Q&A? Somehow I restarted the song. That's wonderful. Sorry. So, are we ready for some Q&A stuff? So, let me run a poll. Let's let actually, I'm just gonna make an executive decision on this one. Because I do have to end stream at 10 o'clock exactly. That's it. Monthly fan art shorts. Yes. That's what I should do. I should do that. I should just, show off fan art every time I stream. That would be fun. So let's start with the Q&A questions. Welcome in, Fun Games. Thank you. So the first question comes from Sebastian the Memer. I should put these questions up on screen, and if I ever ask my editor to make this into a video, I probably will. But yeah. First question from Sebastian the Memer is, do you think Block Tales is peak? I think Block Tales is a very good Roblox game. I think that it is definitely one that I could see myself playing, but I do think it's a game that I would rather play in private and kind of like go through on my own versus like stream it, because streaming it has not really worked out super well for me, you know? Anyway. So that's my opinion on Block Tales. You can, you know, go and get the pitchforks and burn me at the stake if you desire. But yeah. Next question is, how close are you and Crystal? This is probably referring to Crystal Ray, who is my friend, but she's given me permission to finally say this. But Crystal is very close to me. She is my sister. So, in case that's something interesting. Yeah, we're sisters, and so that's why we tend to have a very interesting dynamic. What, sister? Don't you guys know that I have 2 sisters and a brother, right? Lord Drop? Yeah, Lord Drop. Hey, Crystal. Crazy Lord Drop. Yeah, Nugget Dude asked the question, so. Catherine Lore goes through hard. Curiosity is a second sister. Trust. Silver is like another sister to me. Welcome in, Luigi 007. That is like, I'm sure that probably blows your guys' minds a little bit. Next question is from Slashcraft Gaming Productions, and that is, the question is, would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized zombies or 10 zombie-sized chickens? This is a very bizarre question, but I would say obviously the 10 zombie-sized chickens, because it's going to be a lot easier to kill them. Plus, if I have, you know, like a gun or my knife or something, I'll be able to, like, easily. Anyway, interesting. Next question is, would you the old Minecraft story mode question? Interesting. Hey sis, welcome in. Like average human size or same baby zombies? I don't know. I have no clue. Would you join the organization? I do not know what the organization is, so I'm gonna tentatively say no. Slashcraft Gaming, or no, Meme 6 remixes. Question from our that is a very odd question, but I'm answering it either way. Next question is from Robin Emery. We all love Robin here. You doing your organization? Then no. The answer to that is no. I'm not donating my organs until I'm dead. Anyway, Robin Emery said, "What are your favorite songs from each epic the musical saga?" That's a good question. For the Troy Saga, my favorite is Warrior of the Mind. I did say hi, Crystal. You guys can hear me, okay? Chat, say hi to Crystal. Hey, sis. My favorite song from the Troy Saga is The Warrior of the Mind. Favorite song from the Cyclops Saga is, My Goodbye. Favorite song from the Storm Saga. Don't call me out like that. Sorry. A Storm Saga, my favorite is probably Luck Runs Out. People say hi, but they want to? Okay. Cersei Saga. I think Done For has to be my favorite from the Cersei Saga. Then the Thunder Saga. There's a lot of good ones. I like so many of the ones from the Thunder Saga. I think I would probably say, oh wait, no. After that is the Underworld Saga. My favorite from the Underworld Saga is No Longer You. My favorite from the Thunder Saga is probably, probably would be Suffering. At this point, yeah, Suffering is probably my favorite. Scylla is very close, though. Then the Wisdom Saga. My favorite from the Wisdom Saga, which is honestly my favorite saga, I have to say it's probably Legendary. Then the Vengeance Saga. I think Dangerous is my favorite from that one. And then finally, Would You Fall in Love with Me Again from the Ithaca Saga is my favorite. That is a long question. So it's a question with a long answer. So, but yeah, that's my favorite song from every saga. Next from our good old Cathemations is, when and why did you start YouTube and or stream? So I started YouTube for the first time a year ago on May 16th, and I started streaming. Because at that point I had like about 50 subscribers, and I thought, oh, I have 50 subscribers, I can stream and I can just, have a little fun with it. And it's very awkward, you can definitely see. But I just kind of started it because I was like, I think it'd be very fun to be able to just, play some video games, because that was about the time I started getting into video games. So I just started streaming, and then, it's grown from there, How did you get into psychology? I was curious about it because I learned about it kind of in high school, but then I got the chance to attend my college, and my college I had a class on Intro to Psychology, so I went to I went to that class, I fell in love with psychology, and I've enjoyed it ever since. Question number 2 from Cathemations is, how did you find Short Wars or anyone in Short Wars? I was scrolling on Shorts one day, and I found a channel called Dano Draws, and I started watching, and I was like, oh, this guy's pretty cool, let me subscribe to him. And then I subscribed to him, and then I was like, and then I was trying to watch all his videos, and then I saw the blue clone, and I was like, what the heck is this? Finally looked it up, found Short Wars, and then ended up so yeah, that's kind of how I found it. It was like, I just kind of found Dana's channel, and then I found the crazy blue clone, and then I was like, okay, so that's interesting. So yeah, I think that's the questions that were answered. And then next, we're from Exonic Plays. First question is, $500,000 or dinner with any celebrity? Honestly, I don't know a lot of celebrities, so I would probably take the $500,000 because that would help pay for car and school and all that fun stuff. Who would win, a Billion Lions or one of every Pokemon? I don't know enough about Pokemon to answer that correctly, so I'm gonna say the Pokemon because I don't know much about them, but they're some sort of alien thing that can do that. Also, no longer you. Yep. Would you rather die right now or be immortal? That's an interesting question. Very interesting. No, I would. Ooh. Pokemon Solo the Lions easily. Good to know. I've never played any Pokemon games, so I genuinely have no clue. So I'm gonna take your word on that, Pyroha. Pyroha, do you mind if I call you Pyro? I think that might be easier for me, but if you would prefer just me, continually calling you Pyroha, then I will. But, yeah, dying right now or being immortal? I guess the main question I would have is, am I the only one who's immortal? Or do I... Kyra is fine? Okay. Thank you. Would I be the only immortal? Like, could I bring, like, one other person with me? Like, could I, like, make my significant other whenever I get one immortal? That's the main question I would have. Because if so, then, yeah, I'll take that. I would be alive forever with the person I love. But if otherwise, dying right now isn't ideal. Hey, Greenie. How are ya? Otherwise, I think probably dying right now would probably... Because I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. So. Sorry, Greenie. I'd probably die right now if I couldn't bring anyone else with me. Because, you know, I know where I'm going. You know. It's a die now and not the way you think. It's just that it would be sad to see everyone die. That's the thing. Is like, it would be so sad to see everyone die. Including, like, any, like... loved ones, like family members and stuff. So it's like, so I would want to. The only thing that would make it kind of bearable is if I got the opportunity to meet someone. Yeah, it would be sad to like see so many people and like have them all like die and everything. I would rather. That's how I see it. Next, Blue Guy had a question. And the question, was, who are your biggest inspirations and what advice do you have for other small creators? So, my biggest inspirations are, well, most of the Rumble Pack people are the ones who've given me the best advice. Dano is probably the biggest inspiration from that group. And I'd also say that, like, lots of times I get inspiration. Run's her biggest inspiration, guys. Trust. Don't get me started on that guy, please. Let's not get started on that guy. But yeah, really, Dana Cal nowhere. Yeah. Dutch is also a very big, influence for me. But also it's, like, my friends who, like, who really inspire me. Like, Silver really inspired me to start, streaming, and, yeah, it's just very much, like, friends. I think another person who inspired me a lot with making, like, the content, like, a video that's coming out next week is, Greg Owen, who's he's a smaller YouTuber. He, only has, like, 80,000 subscribers. He makes a lot of, videos talking about, movies, media, TV shows, stuff like that. What advice do you have for other small creators? Honestly, consistency is honestly the main reason why I'm still here right now, why I have the subscribers I do. Because genuinely, I have, because I have, like, a bunch of because consistency, like, if you have a schedule for yourself, like Dano says, a schedule for yourself, not for your, you know, subscribers, but for yourself, then you will have then you're going to be able to continue doing what you're doing. And so for me, that's my schedule. It's a doable schedule for me where I stream once a week. And I can also stream other times, but I can also just stream my once a week, and that's fine. Wait, next week? Yes, next week. Next question from the NPC is, how are you so cool? You guys get to tell me that. Can't really, like, answer that super well, you know? Next question from YouTube Bob is, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate Rosie? As someone who takes, like, 7-month breaks between videos and trying to get onto a better posting schedule over the summer, hopefully that'll help me. Yeah, and honestly, it's not even, like... The thing is, like, perfectionism is, like, kind of my problem. One of the things that helped me a lot was getting an editor, a very talented editor at that, in MJ. She is very great about helping me. Like, she's a very talented editor, as you'll see next week in the video she edited for me. But having her do the editing and just kind of ask me questions about, like, what would I want, and just kind of let her run with it, has been such a help to me, because she's able to kind of, like, get my videos to be me, but it also, like, help me make my videos, like, cohesive in a way, help me catch things that I might not catch otherwise. So that's really how I've gotten. And then also I just stream a lot, so that's how I've kept a very consistent schedule. Also, just do whatever the heck you like. If you really enjoy streaming, stream your games, stream your videos. If you really, and also just do things that you like to do. Like, you notice I don't stream a game every week. What I do is I like stream, I'll like stream ranking my favorite musical, my latest hyperfixation. I'll stream just yapping with you guys for a while. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I just kind of stream what I want when I want to, and I have my schedule, but I get to, like, choose what I want to do, and I can't change. Still surprised I have the role of thumbnail artist? Yes, you do, because you made the thumbnail for the video that's coming out, remember? So next question, Rizzy's likable character. I would probably say about 7. Greeny, remember, practice makes perfect. You don't have to have it good. You just have to the more you draw, the better you get. You know? And then finally, I'm excited for that. Yes. So fun and games, how do you get into psychology? We already answered that. 2, how did you find a Dano channel? We've already answered that. What will you do on summer break? That's a good question. I'm going to be working full-time trying to get a car, but I'm also going to be doing a lot more with YouTube. We're going to try to get a couple more videos out this summer. Try being the operative word. I'm not making any promises, but I also want to try to write my story and get it to a point where it could possibly be published eventually. And, like, you know, so that way because that's something that I've had a dream to publish novels for a long time now, and that would be so cool to be able to publish. Just to be able to publish my own stuff, you know? Question, Rocket League? I don't know what that is. So, I don't know. That's the answer I have to. I don't know. So, oh, I forgot to check the audio on my stream. I probably should have checked the audio on the stream. You know, that might have been a good idea. Jeez. It's a game? Alright, sounds good. Let's... Better off not knowing about Rocket League. Alright. Sounds good. So yeah, I have no clue. Ready to turn now? Welcome back. Check. Let's see. How's the audio? The music is kind of quiet. Why didn't you guys tell me? I want ice cream. This stream made me want. That sounds good. Can you bring me some? I'm kidding. But yeah, ice cream sounds good. Like, not gonna lie, it sounds really good. Alright, next up we look at the the questions that were posted on the Q&A short, because there were a couple. By the way, Monday is going to be a very interesting day. I don't like background music, so I like it quiet. You know how I am? Yeah, that's fair. The question is, what made you start streaming? I think it was a combination that was made by Papyrus. Papyrus, if you see the VOD, thank you. What made me start streaming was Monday and Friday are both going to be very interesting days. next week. Monday and Friday are going to be interesting days next week. But anyway, what made me start streaming? What made me start streaming was a combination of, like, seeing that Dano didn't have to play, like, the Nintendo games would be fun. So, like, just knowing that I could, like, play whatever really I wanted. And then Silver, like, seeing Silver stream, and she's a very, W streamer when she does, so I would definitely, subscribe to her if you could. So yeah, that's kind of what made me start streaming. It was just kind of like, well, I have 50 subscribers. My friend is doing really well with her streaming. So, that's what I want to do. Actually, if you could be an Undertale character for a day, which character would you be? I'd probably want to be Toriel. That would be a lot of fun, Silver. I really want to, it would be so much fun to stream with you. Next up, we have a question from the very talented Jack of All Games. Susie? No, it's just Undertale characters. Susie isn't an Undertale. Jack of All Games asked, if you could thank one person for getting you where you are now, who would it be? It would probably be, when we're talking about, like, including, like, God and Jesus, I probably would thank God, because that's the only reason I'm here today is because of God. But I would also say that, if I were required to choose a human, I would probably thank Silver and Sorbet for being, like, and I know it's cheating, but it's, like, 2 people. But, like, Silver and Sorbet have both been, like, so supportive of my streaming and everything from day one, helping encourage me to start streaming and everything. So I'd probably have to thank Silver and Sorbet for that. Next up, we have another question from the NPC. How can I become as cool as you are? I genuinely don't know how I got to be cool, so thank you. And that's all the ones for the short, and now we will check out the Q&A in my server, so that's gonna be fun. Because I had the Q&A running in different places, no one responded on Twitter, but everyone responded on the Q&A thing. So we're gonna look at the Q&A. Let's see. I had no ideas on what to ask you, so I didn't ask. That's fair. And you can always ask questions here and now if you want to, and I'll answer them, First up, we got a hot question from Nelly. Nelly is one of my friends. If you could, would you choose to never be a mod for Bam, Cryo, and Dano? That is a very, very hot question. Like, so, like I said, that's a very tough question because it's not, because I do like being a mod for Bam, Cryo, and Dano. And it has gotten me a lot. I think I would probably choose to stay a mod for Bam, Cryo, and Dano. However, it's also a thing where it's, like, definitely, like, it's a touchy question because, like, one of the friends who I no longer have, I got because I was friends, or because I moderated for Dano. So it's, like, one of those questions, but at the same time, I got so many friends from that connection, even if the connection didn't last, and I still miss her. But, long and short, I think I probably wouldn't, if I was given the option to never be a mod for Dano, Cryo, and Bam, I probably would not change it. I probably would stay a mod, because I've made a lot of friends that way who do value me for who I am. Like, and so I mean, it's like the thing, like, those who dance must pay the fiddler eventually, and so it's like one of those things where it's like, with my luck, I was going to get some friends who were going to try to use me anyway. So, the way I have it now is that my closest friends don't try to use me, so I appreciate, so you know. Pokemon does. So yeah, basically I would not choose to never be a mod for them because I've gotten a net gain from it, basically. Same here, I'm still friends with her. Do I hear people getting used? I've been used by friends before, and then calling people after that never ended. I'm still so sorry for making you think I was using you that one time. I do want to remind you that at that point I had just been used by another friend, so it was a reflection of my mental state, not a reflection of what you actually intended, and I bear no ill will towards you for that. In fact, I'm sorry for, like, taking it that way, you know? What do you think of Ben 10? I've only seen a couple episodes. Seems like a fine show. I don't really have opinions on it either way. But yeah, Greenie, like I said, you were not using me, but it was just something, like, it was very much a reflection of the fact that I had just been used by someone else. And that person had just, like, I had like tried to, like, make her take a step back from my life, but then she just completely cut me out of hers, and so, yeah. Anyway. Next up from Declan, we have a question that says, would you do another Bed Wars stream with Declan? I would. Hello, Zappy, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Would you do another Bed Wars stream with, Declan? I probably would. That was a lot of fun. I would probably also stream other games where I could actually yap. I've decided that I'm not going, there's a very, like, specific questions. I still cry from that day. You wanna talk? We can talk after stream, Cathemations, if you want to. I'm sorry. BRB, feeling so sorry. It's okay, Des. See ya. But yeah, I would definitely be open to, like, playing with Declan again. Really chill guy. Really cool friend. I do that, and then... Oh, I missed a question from MJ. Sorry for that. Yeah. So I'll stop. What do you mean you'll stop? You don't have to stop. It's one of those things where it's like, I want this to kind of be like an escapism thing, and so it's like, yeah, I'll definitely listen to you guys when you guys need to talk, because, you know, I want to. I missed a question from MJ. MJ said, you have the power to change one social norm. You can make something normal or something not cool. What would you change? That's a good question. I think if I could change one social norm, I think I would probably... that's a good question. I think, honestly, I would make it... That's a rough question. It's difficult to say. If you have one superpower, what it would be? Shapeshifting. I would definitely be a shapeshifter. That one social norm. That's a rough one. That's a difficult... I think if I could change one social norm, I think I would make it less normalized I think I would probably change the social norm of, like, working 40 hours a week, because that's just not, it's psychologically proven to not be productive. So I would probably say, I'd probably change that as a social norm. There's so many other ones that I could also change, but it's like one of those things where like I would have to think about that for a while to change like one really big one. But it just off the top of my head, something that I know would benefit society, I would probably change the 40-hour work week, because it's just not productive, and it's also just rough especially for like the college kids who are trying to just make ends meet, but then they also have to like work 2 or 3 jobs because the job market is gone to crap. So anyway, that's the that's the yap we're gonna have for tonight about that. Next up from MK96. Is there any Roblox game that you want to play? I want to play Supermarket Simulator. That is my Supermarket Simulator is the game that I love on Roblox. I will play that all day. It's so addictive. It's just so addictive to me. Next up, where do y'all come up with the game name Chaos Control from Luigi 007? That's actually a name that that MJ came up with. The game where you watch fuel by gallons sulfur mummifications. Yeah, that is the that is the game, but it's also like so much fun and so satisfying. Wait, I came up with the name? Didn't you? I'm pretty sure you did. I helped with the name? I'm trying to remember why, but I think it's really good because it's chaos, but it's like controlled chaos, like organized chaos. So I like Chaos Control because we're chaotic, but we're also like controlled. So that's how I think of it anyway. So next up from Historical Shopping Cart, opinions on the 1800s and all the history that occurred during them. Opinions. We won opinions on that period of time. We need to remember it so we don't make the same mistakes again. That's my opinion on it. We need to remember history. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Rosie as a character? I think I said probably about a 7. I like her a lot, but it's the same thing like that. What do you think is the most underrated biome in Minecraft? I don't know. I like mountain biomes. I don't know if I would call them underrated. Anyway. But yeah, opinion on the 1800s and all that history. I think that we made mistakes and we need to remember the mistakes so that way we don't make them again. Next up, bagel or croissant? Croissant, because I love croissants. Croissants are really yummy. Especially chocolate-filled croissants. Welcome in YouTube, by the way, and welcome in Lemon. Good to have you here. If chosen croissant, then bagel or chicken nugget. I'm a very big fan of chicken. This is from Pixelex, so yeah. And then bagel or bagel. Bagels are good. I like the cinnamon crunch ones from Panera, so yum. If chosen bagel during a stage, I will know bagel is superior. Chocolate croissant, aka pain au chocolat, if I remember correctly. I think you're correct. People from Des, we have the people think Preston might make a cameo in Riggy's Hell Arc. What do you think of this? I think it's a choice. I think that Cat is going to go insane. Cat has already gone insane, so that's not even a question. I think that ultimately it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. Look. Yep, okay, we have the Preston people. Yeah, from what I saw. Yeah. What's the reason you started streaming YouTube and what drives you to motivates you to continue? So, the reason I started streaming, I think we've already kind of gone over it. But like I started streaming because, I just got into video games, had some time. Wonder who made this? Yes, it's a very peak song. What drives me and motivates me to continue? It's honestly just, having this time for myself to kind of like yap with you guys. So it's fun. Something's very brittle here, yeah. I would crash out if we had made a cameo, yeah. Peak background art. Yes, I agree. I have peak. Are we talking about President TV and what? I don't know what you're talking about. What drives me and motivates me to continue is just kind of like having you guys kind of keeping me honest and all that fun stuff. Nah. It's just kind of like, it's kind of like just one of those things where it's like, I want to continue doing it because for myself, because it always like gives me like, it makes my brain happy to do it. And then, what are my plans for the future? My plans for the future, any advice on getting into YouTube or streaming? Give yourself a very solid, give yourself a schedule. Give yourself grace if you miss it, of course, but create yourself a very, consistent schedule for that. And also, I want to remind you guys I have ADHD, so if I start going off on tangents, that is why. It's because I have ADHD, and I will, like, it's not like the, joke where it's like, ooh, shiny thing. It's, like, more like, ooh, the interesting idea, let me grab it. Any advice on ADHD? Just basically make what you want and have a consistent schedule for yourself. Leave they were here. Favorite old YouTube moments you look back and laugh at, cringe after a whole year of doing it? I honestly, both of my beginning bridge streams, I cringe so much at them because, yeah, I was just starting out. It was my first time ever streaming, but it was very much like, oh dear. I did not know how to stream. I did not know how to interact with chat. Well, and also my microphone was so terrible. It was rough. So yeah. Yeah. So that's something I cringe a little at, Pyro. Yeah. Favorite animal. My favorite animal, I have kind of two. I really like bunnies and I also really like owls. They're both really cool. I also like owls a lot more since getting into Epic the Musical because the owl is can I speak to stream via Instagram? It won't be too long. I'm in the middle of like the Q&A portion of the stream, so probably not right now. Sorry, Blue Guy. Sorry. How's my profile pic look? It looks the same as usual, so if you change it, I can't see it. Sorry, Fun and Games. But yeah, especially since getting into Epic the Musical and knowing that Athena's bird is an owl. So yeah. Alright, my bad. It's okay, Blue Guy. It's okay. The thing is, like, I like being asking beforehand is honestly a very good way to guarantee that you're going to get into a stream. Occasionally, I'll do stuff spur of the moment, but like more often than not, I need to set things up and make sure I have everything ready. And also, I just don't have I would have to sign into my Instagram account, and I don't have that up and running at the moment, except for on my phone, and then people wouldn't actually be able to hear you. So it's a lot of work to do that. Sorry. Next up from Declan. Catherine, is a face reveal in the cards? At this point, no. I've revealed my face to some of my friends, but currently, the face reveal is not in the cards for me. So, yeah. Oh, I skipped ahead. What are your plans for the future? Will you continue to do content creation for how long do you think? I'll tell you. So, $100K shield space test. I don't like the face reveal a bit. It's gotten a little too long. Yeah, I agree. What are your plans for the future? Will you continue to do content creation for how long do you think? If I can get monetized, I'll probably keep doing content creation until I become irrelevant. My plans for the future is to really get my master's in psychology, become a pediatric psychologist. But also, I kind of want to do I also kind of want to be a writer, and I want to continue I just also kind of want to see how far YouTube can take me and everything. So But yeah. If you can meet any celebrity, who would it be? if I could meet, it depends on whether or not we categorize Dano as a celebrity, because I would love to meet like Dano and Dacha and stuff like that. I would really like to meet like the most of the Rumble Pack creators, you know. You already asked me that, Fun and Games. Favorite music artist / song, that depends on when you find me. Currently, I've been on an Epic the Musical kick, but I also have like a song that my friend Silver told me about was a song that my friend Silver told me about is a song called Stay Alive by Jose Gonzalez, and I really like it. It's very motivating, very good. I really like it a lot. So, yeah. But I also really, TobyMac has been kind of like an evergreen one that I will always kind of like, but it also depends on like when I get it. Welcome in, Scythits. I also like Blue Guy a lot. Blue Guy has a lot of really cool music, and it's really good instrumental music when I kind of like just need something to listen to while I'm studying or while I'm streaming. It's something that's really nice and really chill to do. But yeah, that's all the questions actually I have. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. You know? Hi, Scythits. Welcome in. So any questions for me, or do we want... I can start showing off some fan art and stuff. If I beg my friends to take me to California, to take me, I'd like to draw me just playing Dano with a shocked expression. That'd be funny. Here's another W song by Blue Guy. Bum, 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 bum. Would you ever consider getting a capture card for Nintendo PlayStation stuff? I would definitely would, but it's one of those things where it's like, money is an object for me. I have to get money in order to do a lot of the stuff I do, so you know. Oh, Incarnation Eagle. I haven't seen this guy since Block Tales yet. I definitely want to get a capture card. It's just going to be one of those things where it's like, money, I have to find like what is a good one, money and stuff like that. What is your most / least favorite icebreaker question? My least favorite, one of my least favorite, I don't like icebreaker questions in general. Personally, I find them to be a little mind-numbing. You know? Because it's like, I'm someone who likes deeper conversation than that, and it's just not very fun, you know? So, just sorry for being difficult here, but I'm going to say congratulations. Thank you, Alex. Any new games you're looking at playing in the near future? I actually have like a Steam wish list full of games that I want to look at playing in the future. It depends on like whether or not we're talking about like just in general or if we're talking about on stream. Because there's a bunch of games that I just want to play in general. I really want to play just for fun. I want to play just for fun. I want to play One Shot, and I want to play like Bob Is You just for myself and stuff like that. Untitled Goose Game probably would be one of the ones that I would want to play just on my own. But at the same time, there's so many games that I'd love to play on stream. Like, I like to play That's Not My Neighbor, 60 Seconds, Reatomize, Stardew Valley, Deltarune, obviously. Storyteller is a really fun puzzle game that I like playing. I've also gotten a lot of good recommendations, like Persona 5 looks interesting. It's a little expensive, but it looks interesting. As well as, like, the Disney Infinity games. There's a lot of cool games, like Epic Mickey Rebrushed, Little to the Left. There's a lot of cool games, and I think it would be a lot of fun to play them. It's just a matter of, like, money. Untitled Goose Game would also be fun. Papers, Please, Case of the Golden Idol. I've gotten a lot of good recommendations, and, like, One Shot is also one I've been recommended. But it's, like, a matter of money. Yeah. So, would you rather play hardcore Minecraft speedrunner versus Hunter with 1500s, or I don't know what that means. Okay. So Deltarune is a new chapter, so if you play on stream, it'll look at that sooner rather than later. I've played Deltarune, the demo and stuff. I need to play it again. Outer Wilds. Let me add that to my playlist or my wish list, because you've suggested that a couple times, and I do want to check it out. Let's see. Outer Wilds. Okay. Adding it to my wish list. There we go. You can actually buy Disney Infinity on Steam. Do you know that? Unravel 2 is something I want to get as well, so I can play that with my friend, because that would be a lot of fun. In terms of games I have in my library that I want to play, I want to play The Unfinished Swan, and there's a game I have called Your Turn to Disembark. I also have Hollow Knight. I should play that eventually. And then there's like a Portal game called Portal Revolution that I own. So I want to play. There's a lot of games that I think would be fun to play. I don't know what you're talking about, fun and games. I'm sorry. Wait, what? Yeah, you can buy all 3 for about $60, I think, if you buy it in a pack. So, that's interesting. Alright, let me show off some fan art, because I got some really cool fan art that I want to show off. So first off, you all know it, you all love it. We have the little Jack of all games GIF where my persona is just kind of jamming out to music. It's also like what I do for my starting soon and ending soon stream. It's W art. Next, if I can find, here's another image. Okay, I'm gonna make another. I'm gonna make a new slideshow. Here we go. So, here, let me shrink this just a tad so you guys can see my persona. There we go. Right there, that should be. Here's a lot of art by the very talented Jack of all games. Let me add a few more to the slideshow. Settings, add files. I have just so much fan art, and I'm so grateful to you guys. It's so cool. I always appreciate it. Kind of, let me pull up a chat on my phone. I probably needed to do that a while ago. Dun, dun, dun. So if we go to fan art, we can kind of like, there you go. We got a ton of fan art coming into this. I'm also gonna show off like all my emojis and stuff like that. So fun. There you go. We're going to add files. We can go to the emojis, and we're going to just kind of Add files. Emojis. Far, yeah. Wait, where do you post fan art? You post if you post it on the if you post it on Twitter or in my Discord, I typically will see it. Yeah. Which horror game do you like? I don't like horror games, honestly. You can also send it on the straw page, because I have a straw page and it's really... Okay. There you go. Okay, there we go. Now you guys get to see. Try Forsaken, though. I don't know. We will see. We will see. No, I have Discord or Twitter. Well, straw page is easily found. There's so much cool fan art. It honestly floors me that I get so much cool fan art, and I'm so grateful to you guys for that. People have been cooking. Yeah, it's so insane to me that you guys think that, like, my character is cool enough to make so much fan art of her. I'm so grateful to you guys. My art is old. Still pretty. It's always so cool to see the different interpretations of my character. I still don't understand how I made so much stuff. You made a lot of cool stuff. Thought if you see some duplicates in here, because I'd... So, do you like the alternate dress I gave you, OC? If you don't, I like giving you just... I do like the alternate dress. How do you have fan art if I don't have Twitter or Discord? I have a straw page where you can draw on the straw page thing, so that's cool. Holy that letter and cash sect. I've same improved the... Okay, yeah, that's fair. Bum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. There's so much cool fan art, and I'm so grateful to everyone for making it. I always think it's insane to see, like, all the cool art. Yeah. It's so cool to, like, see how people, like, do different art stuff. I like it. So insane to me that, like, people, like, like, enjoy, like, my stuff enough to make fan art of it. That's just, like, it blows my mind. And I'm so grateful to all of you. I'm drawing of me vibing while you're playing. Yeah, I'll remember that. Your service sticker here is hype, yes. Did you guys hear about cryo reviving the cryo space thing? I have screaming these images and stuff a little grayer than the actual unless you click on the whole image. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It is a very unfortunate thing. I wish I could draw humans. Practice makes perfect, you know? from I should take some melatonin so I can actually go to sleep. Because if I do not sleep, then tomorrow I have to wake up at 3 a.m. and I don't want to pull an all-nighter, you know? So, yeah, fun. Don't want to practice because I can't draw and everything's so good. Still can't. That's funny to me. Yeah. That's funny, but it's like one of those things where, like, if you want to, don't feel afraid to just, you know, start. Dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum 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 So chat, if I'm up at bizarre times of the morning, at bizarre times of the day tomorrow, just know that it's because I'm going to be... A song stuck in my head, I don't think I've sent it to anyone. That's fair. Smart Realist made me cry, I don't want to explain why. That's a fair. I'm sorry. Hug. Send you a hug. I'm the monster, rah rah rah. Yeah. Something really cool to me is like, you know, for some coughing more than I don't know which is worse. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's see if Blue Guy is still on. Let me see if I can sign into. Let's see. There you go. I'm here? Okay. Welcome back, MJ. So we're gonna welcome on Blue Guy in just a sec. Come in. Hiya.
Hey.
Chat, can you hear? Can you hear Blue Guy?
Can Stream hear me?
We'll find out. Blue Guy, yes.
Okay, yeah, I hear myself. All right.
Alright, good.
Oh, my back hurts.
So, Blue Guy wanted to come on since he like made the art and made the song, and so he wanted to share.
Okay, just for a little bit.
Okay.
First off, congrats, 50th stream, 1 year of
Thank
streaming.
you.
Look, main thing I wanted to talk about here. You've been such a big inspiration to me, and I know that might sound a little weird. Like the guy that made a song for me is saying I'm an inspiration. Let me explain. When I first like uploaded like my first album, CB Cafe, right? That proved to me that people actually like my work because I saw it was getting tons of streams. The CB Cafe theme song, that alone has almost 3,000, which, think about it, 3,000 times some people just went, oh, let me play this, let me listen to this. Almost 3,000 times. When you put that into that perspective, it's crazy. You were one of those people, did it multiple times. Every single stream I tuned into, every single one, I always hear my music, and most of the time, the majority, I hear my music as soon as I join the stream. Every single time. It's always, you're like one of my biggest, if not probably my biggest supporter. So I just want to say thank you. Like seriously, truly, I am so grateful because that was so good for my self-confidence. I'm being completely honest with you. It was really like confidence boosting. It made me realize that people care, right? And that's huge. So, here's to many more years of you streaming. Congratulations.
Thank you.
By the way, I just dropped the bonus track. So, all right. See y'all in September. Bye.
See ya. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
Your music is really good, and I'm very grateful that like you allow me to like you suggested that I like listen to like the full album, and then like you said it was okay like for me to play it like without like worrying about copyright. So that's, and also like the music is just really good. Like I wouldn't be listening to it if it were, like I listen to it in my off time, like when I'm not streaming and stuff like that. Like I listen to it just when I'm like studying for like an exam or something like that. I do listen to it a lot. I really genuinely enjoy the music, and like the fact that you like wanted to make a song for me was like insane to me, and I'm so grateful that like you offered to do that. Thank you. Shows how complicated you say this. Well, it's the truth, so Thank you so much. Thank you. Very grateful. But yeah, guys, if you have Spotify, you have YouTube, you have anything, check out Blue Guy. His music is super good. I listen to his music like in my off time because it's very easy to say like, oh, I listen to his music while I'm streaming because it's copyright free and all that. But like to listen, I feel like for me it would be a very big compliment to listen to music, like just from my perspective, and maybe I'm wrong, but like to listen to music like when you have free time and you don't have to listen to it. I feel like that's a pretty big compliment because that's like for me it's like I intend it to be a compliment because it's like I'm saying this music is very good, so I listen to it even when I don't even when it's not like anything where it's like, oh, this is going to be this is safe music for me to listen to. No, it's just good music for me to listen to in general. And the fact that it's like copyright free is just like a very like small, it's like just the cherry on top because the music is super good. There's a reason why it's like 90% of my stream playlist is just like Blue Guy's music because it's really good. He makes really good music. Yeah, just really I should everyone to use the music. Yes. This is Blue Guy's main YouTube, I believe so. He also has another. Let's see. Yeah, that's his music channel. So long as credit is applied, yes. I will always like give credit. I probably should just like start in descriptions of streams and stuff like that. Have it say Yes, this music is made made by the music played in the stream is made by Blue Guy and everything. That's the auto-generated topic channel. Ah. The actual Blue Guy channel. If I select go to channel. There you go. There's that Blue Guy's actual channel. There you go. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to him. I've always find it so much fun to like they made this about me a bit too much. No, I'm happy to like talk about like I talk about like, you know, my fan artists and stuff like that, and isn't that kind of what you are? You got the one you're singing so far. Thank you, Katie. I really can't believe that I've gotten this far. I'm so grateful to all of you guys. I mean, you guys have like really stuck by me, like when I was just streaming a little. Just streaming a little bit, but then you guys just kind of, guys started showing up, and you guys like continually like showed up for me, and then you started making fan art. You guys started being like, oh yes, this is so much fun. This is like fun to be part of. So yeah, I'm very grateful. Stream is nice background noise to not feel alone while editing. I'm glad it. I mean, whatever works for you, I'm happy with. Because, you know, if you like having like me on in the background, you know, it's fun. With all the fan art you're showing. Yeah, it's so cool to me, like, to see like all this fan art and stuff. Let me pull up the other like thing of like the thumbnail fan art. And then we can just kind of like move. We can put this here and this here. And there you go. It's lightning such thundering outside. Ooh, I wish I was there. I love rain and thunder. But yeah, it's funny to have Thunderbringer stuck in my head. Thunderbringer is a goated song. Let me talk about like the thumbnails and like why I like the thumbnails so much. Something I really like about Cart's thumbnail changes so quickly. Something I like about Cart's thumbnail is that it's very like simple. Like, I don't mean that in like a negative way. I mean that in like a really cool way. Like in a way that's just like it's kind of like just kind of like very much like how it feels to me to make the stream. Kind of like just setting up water, kind of like having like it planned out in advance and all that. It's really cool. And also the art style, Cart's art style is something I really enjoy. It's super cool to me. I also really like Cathmation's thumbnail, because it has me kind of like how I stream, except also not really, because I stream from my bedroom and not library. But long and short, like I'm just kind of like, I just usually like kind of vibe, and I like how there's like stuff in the background, like there's the Bible and the game and the trophy, kind of like then it's kind of like nods to like different parts of like my personality and stuff like that. Like Christianity, faith is very big part of my personality and part of who I am. Then video games, obviously that's how I got started, is playing video games, and so that's a big part of my identity too. There's like writing for like, because that's part of my personality and part of like who I am. And then there's also like the trophy, which is kind of like, I saw it as like a nod to like me being to like winning the Dano and Ricky Kahoot. I heard to drive my team to give my dessert. That's fair. Dolika? Yes. I like Dez's because it's really cool how it's like, you do like a lot of like physical art, and it's really cool. I like how they included kind of questions alongside of it. It's really cool art. Jack's art, you know, guys, you know I like Jack's art. It's super cool. And I like how like he included like the background he made for me, and then he also had like all these letters sort of thing, and just kind of had my persona like reading the letters. It's super cool. And then the winning stream, the winning thumbnail, I think it's really cool that like this was like, this one is super cool because like the sign in the top left corner is like a nod to my pedestrian stream. Then there's the bed on top of the shelf, like the Minecraft, because I stream a lot of Minecraft. Then you can see like Dolly, you can see that you can see the Plowy because I do all the Plowy voices. I mean, isn't that just the coolest? And then you can see the pawn from Superliminal. You can see the Among Us because I've played Among Us a little bit, and also I see it's like a nod to Chaos Control because you know we've played a lot of Among Us there. And then the camera from Viewfinder, the Stickman from Henry Stickmin Collection, the little Unravel guy, and the button from Stanley Parable. It's just so cool. Like I like all the nods to the different streams. It's super cool. These 5 times both Hutches have had the same time. Went out to more to mine, but it was late and PowerPoint was being mean. I still really like it. It's pretty cool. It's kind of boring. No, it was not. Jeez. Sorry. It was on topic. It was on topic, Jack. I'm not doing it to, you know, be a pain. Sorry. Try to fit as many references as I can there. I really liked it. It's super cool. You guys do make such cool art, and I'm very grateful. Like, genuinely, you guys are the best. But yeah, it's really cool. So just to, I've got to end in about 30 minutes, so I think it might be a good idea to kind of like start explaining stuff. I'm not streaming next week. I will be out of the country actually, so I will not be able to stream next week, even if I wanted to. But you know, I can't. I want to be able to, you know, just kind of have fun in have fun when I'm out of the country, so I will not be streaming. However, I do have a short coming out on Monday, and I have a video coming out on Friday. So be prepared for that, so that should be fun. The art is very tasty. I agree. The art is very tasty and very fun and very cool. No, it's Monday though. Yay! Yeah, really cool. Monday, Jack. I also want to. Since I'm going to be getting.
Someone's at the front door.
Since I'm getting up at an ungodly hour tomorrow, I'll probably try to make another one, and I'll drop that the week after that. As well as like try to work on my script for my next for the video that comes out after this, so that way I can actually get it recorded and maybe get it to my editor before I leave. Because I have a specific date I wanted to release. And I have to get cracking on it if I'm going to have a hope of being able to get it done by then. And so, fortunately, my editor is familiar with the topic. So, unlike last time, she'll have, like, plenty of time to. But I will have, like, a very firm due date on that one, for which I feel bad. But I'm sure she'll be able to do it. Was that Google? Yes, it's mostly for communication purposes, because my family, like, if I'm, like, you know, sleeping in on a Friday, but they need, like, my help with something, it's just, like, for a quick and easy reference point to, like, do that. Or the robot voice, say someone's at the front door. Oh, yeah, that's also, like, you know, whoever's in my walls today. Anyway. I'm curious, what do you get? So, let's say within the next year I'm able to do a lot more. What do you... I picked up on the PNG. That's hilarious. So, chat, what would you guys want? Says Catherine, secretly a robot. Nobody's supposed to know. No, I'm not a robot. There we go. We're gonna start a Q&A real quick. There we go. And pretty much there we go. So yeah, we're gonna. I started a Q&A thing so you guys can like, because I'm curious, what games would you like me to play in the next year? You know? Pizza Tower or some sort of a Nintendo game. I'd have to get I would have to get a capture card from Nintendo, plus I would have to beg and plead to borrow the family Nintendo to play that. So yeah, possible but not super likely, so just, you know, maybe we'll see. Pac-Man with me, that would be fun. If we have the opportunity to, let's definitely do that. Mario Party? Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I've got to beg and plead and all that stuff to borrow the family Nintendo, so maybe. We will see. I'd also have to get like a Nintendo Online thing if I wanted to play with friends, so that's fun. Yeah. We shall see. Definitely not biased. You should totally play one of the Persona games. I probably will, Pyro, but it's like one of those things where like I have to have them. I have to get the money because it is $60, and $60 is a lot of money for a college student. Susie game, definitely gonna play the Susie game. Definitely gonna play the Susie game. But the thing is like, it's gotta be like when I have a good job where I can like actually pay. Because I want to, for like, for games where I play it in a series, I would really, pipe dream I have is to be able to hire a, to have one thumbnail artist make all the thumbnails for that specific game. And so I would have to have, so if I was going to, unless somebody like offered to make thumbnails for that specific amount of time, I would definitely. Here, never buy Persona games less on sale. Yeah. Isn't Delphine coming out with more chapters? You should play this. Yes, definitely. $24 for 4 online support. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I would want to get the what's the term? I'm sorry, my brain is starting to blink out, so my apologies. But yeah, I would want to like have one thumbnail artist make all the art, and so that either means I need to like I would need like either one of my very talented fan artists to offer, or I would need to hire an artist to make all my thumbnails for those series. So it's like one of those things where it's like I have to figure that out. Like, what can I afford that's not going to put me into debt, you know? Should play puzzle games like The Bridge, Viewfinder, Super Liminal. You know about that? I probably should revisit The Bridge, to be honest. I don't think it's a good game, but it is my origin story, so maybe I'll play that at some point again. More Among Us with friends? Definitely. Yeah. I can make it for free? That would be fun. We'll see. 1 year anniversary. Yep. It's been 1 year since I played. Actually, it's been a full, like almost a full year since I actually have opened the bridge. I have not played the bridge since I streamed it last. So that's hilarious. But I also haven't played. So lots of the games that I've played, I haven't played since I streamed them. Let me look at my library real quick. Let's see. I have not played Hollow Knight since I streamed it in June. I've not played Viewfinder since I streamed it. Haven't played the Henry U. Stickmin collection since I've streamed it. Haven't played the Pedestrian since I streamed it. Yeah. I have played Superliminal though. Peak game. Definitely would recommend you checking it out. But you should definitely. Real Celebration of Stream 1 year free of the bridge. Yeah, the bridge is... It's a game. It's a game. It's a puzzle game. It's a game. Yeah. I'll probably do another stream of it just to say, hey, look how far I've come. I'm no longer the awkward girl who is kind of like stumbling over her words and trying to balance playing a puzzle game with talking with her chat. Be right back. Alright, see ya, Cathlemations. But yeah. We will see. We shall see. I think the game I've played the most is probably Minecraft, but that's pretty... I mean, to be honest, I've also played on, like, different servers and stuff like that. Even tried hardcore one time, so it's not like... Not to mention, Minecraft is like a sandbox game where you can do literally whatever you want, so that's pretty cool. Wait, the bridge is what? I said the bridge is a game. It is a game. It's not a great game, though, so you know. You should give Pedestrian credit as your origin, because that's when I started watching you. Yeah, I feel like I did better at the Pedestrian streams than I did just in general with other ones. FBI open up? Oh no, where are you guys coming? Is this for this research? I swear that the only reason I looked up, what herbs can cause, like, miscarriage is because I'm writing it for a story. That's all I was curious about. I mean, seriously, can't writers get out of jail free card because they're writing? You did well. I was here because you didn't pay your rent or taxes. So funny thing, I do not live in a place where I pay rent. Hello, Diesel Baron. The things that go over starts real. And I paid taxes. I'm aware I paid taxes. And FBI isn't the people who would come and get you for taxes, so, checkmate. The things I have to look up when writing my novel. You're writing a novel, Pyro? You have to show it to me. I'm curious now. But, yeah. I also had to look up, I also kind of had to look up, like, I've had to look up such bizarre things, like, where can you, like, I had to look up for a book, for a story that's being released soon, so you'll understand what I mean, but I had to look up where can you slash your, arms without dying, for a story, I want to make that clear, for a story, I'm fine, I wear short sleeves all the time, everyone can see that, like, my arms are scar-free, so, yeah. Anyway, this stream is bizarre. Taxes are a Ministry of Youth's job, yep. Chat, should I give her a pass on federal prison? Considering I'm not doing anything illegal, technically, I would say I already get a pass in federal prison. So this is, oh, what happened to my streaming playlist? That's odd. Oh, I forgot to turn on the repeat. That's the issue. Catherine very much does not deserve to go to jail. Fair. I don't think I deserve to go to jail. I try to follow the law. I try to do the right thing, you know? Oh, what about your situation? Yeah, I got nothing. Exactly, you have nothing. Searching up illegal things, it's not technically illegal at this point in time. Gun. I do not own one, actually. I own a knife, but no gun. Bum, 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 bum. No reverse. She got a knife. Oh yes. Last time I checked, it was definitely illegal. Hey Catherine, certainly. Welcome in, Robin. It's all good. I answered your question earlier in the stream, so if you can go back and watch it, I probably answered all the questions. Do you not trust most people with knives? Do you trust me? We don't talk about the weapons I have, yeah? Yeah, fair. Bum bum bum. Bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Catherine, what are you doing after your stream? I'm going to sleep because I have to get up at 3 a.m. and I'd like to get at least 4 hours of sleep, so yeah. But on Q&A stream, is there anything ambitious you want to do with your platform? Any distant ideas for the channel? It would be something I would really like to do is to kind of like I think the most ambitious thing is I want to get monetized. I want to be able to like make videos. Yeah, there's some movements that I'm not home right now. Yeah. I want to kind of get to the point where I can get monetized and kind of like, you know, start doing that fun stuff. I'll like start doing stuff with that because it would be really cool to kind of like create a membership for people who want to. Okay, gotta go. I'm so proud of you, Bessie. See you, Katie. Thank you. In terms of ambitious stuff, I think it would be really cool to be able to collaborate with some of my favorite YouTubers and stuff like that. Like, I would love to be able to collaborate with like, Dano, because we both like puzzle games. It would be a lot of fun to find something that we could do, like a puzzle game we could play together. That's something that would be very ambitious, like in the future, sort of thing. Us getting monetized was a lot easier than I thought. Took me a while, but I got there. I encourage you to take a look at starting a Patreon or something. Maybe, but at the same time, what do I really have to offer as a Patreon? And I don't really know. I guess I could look at how that works, I suppose. For me, I think it's just a matter of like being consistent with my uploads and like making sure that like I stream for a good amount of time and everything. So, and like kind of like also just getting more content out there, I think would be good. But it's like one of those things where it's like I have done pretty well considering like there were quite a few weeks during which I skipped where I kind of like skipped streaming and stuff like that. But yeah, creating a thingamabopper would actually probably be a good idea. Not gonna like getting a Patreon probably help. You know? Probably would be good for me. For my channel if I did that. But yeah. I guess the thing is like, I would love to create a Patreon, but I don't know anything about it. So if somebody wanted to come and walk me through it and everything, that would be great. Easy idea for a Patreon would be early access behind the scenes on videos. Yeah, I could do that, but at the same time, sometimes it feels like more work. And I guess, yeah, it's one of those things where I did have to consider it. Makes sense. I know nothing about using Patreon myself, just a thought. Yeah, I'll take a look into it and be like curious and stuff like that. Because I know that like lots of Patreon stuff is typically something that like a lot of people do. And it would be a good way to like start monetizing early, you know? I guess I don't know if people would want to like join a Patreon sort of thing, and so like I don't know if it costs money to like have a Patreon account, and if it costs money to have a Patreon account. If I don't make like a specific amount of money, is it going to be like a money hole? You know, it's lots of things, but I should probably look into it. Maybe I'll look into it when I get up at 3 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, I think it's time to end off stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope I answered all your questions. Thank you guys for asking so many great ones, and thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been wonderful, and I hope you guys went back. I see what you answered my question. I was tell you, I forgot you. You forgot to say your favorite from the Underworld Saga. Didn't I say that my favorite was No Longer You from the Underworld Saga? I swore I said that. But yeah, I think it's time for me to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys for being here, asking such great questions. It's been really great to be able to talk with you guys and to really interact with my community. I really appreciate that. I'll probably stream right after after I get back from being out of the country. So, check out for that, but yeah. Have a good night, thanks for the stream. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Sleep well, guys. Talk to you guys at some point in the future. Bye!